the political landscape in Tripura has changed. Will the saffron camp be defeated? Congress will capture Tripura with the help of Left Party. Election to the 60-member assembly in Tripura to be held on February 16. The counting of votes will take place on 2nd March. Tripura will be voting for 60 assembly seats tomorrow, and the polls are likely to be a triangular fight. While the BJP, which came to power in the state ending decades-long rule of the left parties, is seeking a second term on the development plan, the entry of Mamata Banerjee's TMC and the Pradyot Kishore Manikya Debbarma-led Tripura Indigenous Progressive Regional Alliance, Tripura Motha, has created a sense of the insecurity in the BJP and the Left Congress alliance. Debbarma is a former Congress leader and scion on the former loyal family of Tripura. He holds a strong command over Tripura's indigenous tribes and peoples and thus is being projected as a kingmaker in this election. There are around 20 to 25 constituencies where tribal voters play a decisive role and Tripura Motha can have an edge over other parties. Tripura Motha, the rise of people's movement. Debbarma often refers to Tripura Motha as a movement rather than a political party. Debbarma resigned from Congress in 2019 and formed a separate social organization to push for the rights of the indigenous people of Tripura. Ahead of the 2021 Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council election, Debbarma made his intentions clear to contest the polls while converting his social organization into a political party. He got immense support from regional parties as the Indigenous Nationalist Party of Tripura, Tripura State Party and IPFT merged with the Tripura in 2021, and to everyone's surprise, the party won the TTAA-DC polls in April 2021 by bagging 18 out of the 30 seats. By this time, the BJP and the Congress sensed the potential that Tripura Motha holds and they even tried to stitch up an alliance with the Tripura, but Debbarma chose to contest alone as neither BJP nor Congress was ready to promise a separate greater Tripura land state. Another reason for the rise of the Tripura Motha is that tribals still revered the erstwhile royal family and they referred to Debbarma as Boob Agra or King. Tripura Motha, key demands promises of the party. Tripura Motha thrives on the core ideological demand of a separate state called Greater Tripura Land. The party believes that the government of Tripura have failed to fulfill the needs and demands of the indigenous people of the state and thus only a separate state for the 19 indigenous tribes of Tripura under Article 2 and 3 of the Constitution can lead to the overall development of these peoples or tribes. The Greater Tripura Land State includes areas beyond the TTAA-DC jurisdiction and includes several other villages inhabited by the Triprasa. Tripura Motha also promises to set up task forces to help the Triprasa with their linguistic, cultural, social and economic development. The genesis of the demand for the Greater Tripura Land appears to be from the demand for a separate state called Tripura Land put forth first by the Indigenous Peoples Front of Tripura in 2009. However, when the IPFT joined hands with the BJP, it agreed to the Common Minimum Program under which the centre constituted a panel for the socio-economic and linguistic development of the tribals. This alienated the support base that the IPFT had acquired over a decade due to the demand for a separate state. The same vote bank has now conveniently shifted towards the Tripura Motha. However, the demand by the Tripura Motha includes 36 more villages beyond the TTAA-DC areas. However, the demand by the Tripura Motha includes 36 more villages beyond the TTAA-DC areas. The other promises as per the vision document of the party are a speedy public grievance redressal system, empowerment of the TTAA-DC through a hike in financial allocation, 20,000 new jobs, land pata to deprived person, the establishment of tribal university, agriculture university, sports university and Buddhist university, doorstep delivery of government schemes. The socio-economic survey of the tribes plans to achieve zero poverty, zero violence, zero corruption and resolution against Citizenship Amendment Act. Why a separate state? The demographics of Tripura have altered significantly in the past few decades. As per reports, the 1941 census, the state's population consisted of equal numbers of tribals and non-tribals as their ratio was around 50:50. However, the influx of migrants from East Pakistan reduced tribal to non-tribal population ratio to 37:63. This all happened well before Bangladesh came on the world map. The influx of refugees led to conflict between the tribals and non-tribals, which further escalated into an armed insurgency by the 1980s. This further led to demand for an autonomous region or separate statehood that even continues today, even after a political truce was reached between the state and the rebel groups. Challenges for the BJP, IPFT and Left Congress alliance, Tripura Motha has been successful in mobilizing majority of tribals and a significant chunk of non-tribals through its movement. The political front has almost polarized the TTAADC regions and the scale hangs in the favor of Motha leaders. Despite the BJP claiming to win the polls with a significant majority, their concerns related to Tripura Motha's rise can be sensed from the Saffron Party's manifesto. The BJP in its manifesto promised greater legislative, executive and financial powers to the Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council in a bid to counter the aggressive campaign by the Tripura Motha. The BJP claimed in its manifesto that the party will achieve permanent political solution in a time-bound manner by taking all constitutional, legal, executive and administrative measures without affecting the territorial integrity of the council. The Left Congress too in its manifesto favored empowerment of the TTAADC by amending the 125th Constitution and promised greater autonomy. However, only the election results will tell whether the gamble of the greater autonomy by the BJP or the left has been successful in containing the demand for a separate state. The counting of votes will be held on March 2nd. News Desk Report, My News Northeast.
কামৰূপ জিলাৰ ঐতিহ্যমণ্ডিত বেজাৰত অৱস্থিত অসমৰ আগশাৰীৰ ব্যক্তিগত শিক্ষানুষ্ঠান উদয়ন শান্তি নিকেতন 1994 চনত প্ৰতিষ্ঠিত শিক্ষানুষ্ঠানখনৰ মূলাধাৰ মাতৃভাষাৰ মাধ্যমত শিক্ষা প্ৰদান উল্লেখযোগ্য যে ৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় শিক্ষানীতি 2020ত অষ্টম শ্ৰেণীলৈ মাতৃভাষাৰ মাধ্যমত শিক্ষা প্ৰদান ব্যৱস্থাক বিশ্বজনীনভাৱে গুৰুত্ব প্ৰদান কৰা হৈছে বিশ্ব বিস্তৃত শিক্ষাবিদসকলেও মাতৃভাষাৰ মাধ্যমতে শিশুক শিক্ষা দিয়াৰ পোষকতা কৰিছে উন্নত মানদণ্ডৰ গুণগত শিক্ষা প্ৰদান কৰি অহা উদয়ন শান্তি নিকেতনত গুৰুত্ব আৰোপ কৰা হৈছে মাতৃভাষা মাধ্যমত দশম শ্ৰেণীলৈ শিক্ষা প্ৰদান আৰু সৃষ্টিশীল চিন্তন বিকাশ উদয়ন শান্তি নিকেতনৰ আভ্যন্তৰীণ ভাগত আছে উন্নত মানদণ্ডৰ সুকীয়া বিজ্ঞানাগাৰ পঢ়া কোঠাৰ সৈতে সংযুক্ত উন্নত মানদণ্ডৰ পুথিভঁৰাল নেট জেডব্লিউ অলিম্পিয়াডৰ প্ৰস্তুতিৰ বাবে অষ্টম শ্ৰেণীৰ পৰা বিশেষ পাঠদানৰ ব্যৱস্থা এপিএছচি ইউপিএছচিৰ প্ৰস্তুতিৰ বাবে দ্বিতীয় শ্ৰেণীৰ পৰা কাৰেণ্ট এফেয়াৰ্ছ জিকে আৰু মেণ্টেল এবিলিটিৰ নিয়মীয়া শিক্ষা প্ৰদান ব্যৱস্থা চিত্ৰাংকন নিয়মীয়া পাঠদান ব্যৱস্থা স্পকেন ইংলিছৰ নিয়মীয়া পাঠদান ব্যৱস্থা ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীৰ বাবে প্ৰকল্প বিকাশ ক্ষেত্ৰ অধ্যয়ন ব্যৱহাৰিক শিক্ষা প্ৰদান ব্যৱস্থা বিশেষ গৃহ ভ্ৰমণ ব্যৱস্থা ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীৰ উৎকৰ্ষ সাধন গোটৰ ব্যৱস্থা উন্নত পৰিবহণ সেৱাৰ ব্যৱস্থাকে ধৰি ফুলকলি প্ৰাক প্ৰাথমিক আৰু প্ৰথম শ্ৰেণীৰ বাবে দুপৰীয়া 1 বজাৰ পৰা বিশেষ পৰিবহণ সেৱা